الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على إمام المرسلين رسول الله اللهم انزع ما في صدورنا من غل الإخوان يا رب العالمين. يقول الحق تبارك وتعالى وإذ استسقي موسى لقومه فقلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجرة فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. In this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala reports the event of al-istisqa, istisqa Musa liqawmih. According to al-Mufassirun, the previous they could not directly ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for their needs. They used to go to their prophets for their prophet to ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. ادع لنا ربك يخرج لنا مما تنبت الأرض من بقلها وكثائها. So this is one of the khasa'is of the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, which distinguished them from the previous ummah. We in the ummah of Rasulullah ﷺ can ask Allah for anything we want by ourselves. ادعوني أستجب لكم وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه. So any one of us can make dua and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala answers to us directly. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tells us that dua is our weapon. Ad-du'a'u silahul mu'min. Dua is the weapon of the believer. So alhamdulillah, we can make dua directly to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, unlike the previous ummah. The ummah of Sayyidina Musa, in the tea, they were out of water, and they came to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam so that he made dua for Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to bring water. And according to the ulama, Musa kept making dua for days and days and days. There was no water. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala did it on purpose. There was something wasn't right in the group of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. Sayyidina Musa said, "Oh Allah, we've been asking for water for days and days." Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala responded to him, "How can I give you water while you have a namam in your group? You have a slanderer, an informant, somebody who is a tellteller, who takes something that Brother Sogi says to Brother Muhammad, or from Brother Muhammad to another brother, even if it is true." And Allah, that is namima. Because of this, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala didn't bring the water they needed. And they really needed, because there was no water. Sayyidina Musa asked Allah, "Who's that Nama? Who's that Nama?" Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said to him, "Because of his job, I'm not giving you water. You want me to be a Namam like him? By telling you who the Namam is?" The thing is, all of you must make tawbah. And they made collective tawbah. Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala sent down the water. The next day, Allah said to Sayyidina Musa, "The Namam is dead. So go to the masjid and do the funeral prayer," because he was a Muslim. Sayyidina Musa wanted to go to the masjid so that he can recognize who this Namam was. When he arrived at the masjid, there were 70 people dead in front of the masjid. So this is the sitra of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Allah covers the ibad. That's why we also have to cover each other. if we want our dua to be accepted. Among the things which prevent dua from being accepted is the sins. And among the sins which are, the worst sin ever is the sin that has to do with someone else. Because if I disobeyed Allah, it's between me and Allah. But if I harm somebody else, then the sin is more severe. It is between me and Allah, and between me and the servant of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala can pardon his part, but the part of the servants, he's not going to pardon it. We have to go to that servant and seek for forgiveness. That's why it's very serious. Our mu'amala, al-mu'amala baynana is very serious. Allah punishes an entire ummah because of su'ul mu'amala. Then Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala ordered him to strike وَقُلْنَا ضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ his staff on the rock. And this rock also has a story, has history. This rock, according to the hadith of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Musa used to be sittir, meaning he is a person of shamefulness, of bashfulness, of haya. He didn't want people to see anything of him. And Banu Israel, in their customs, when they used to take a shower in the river, they used to be in groups. Everybody sees everybody, like you see today when you go to YMCA, subhanallah, you see people, subhanallah, naked. You go to any gym, you don't want to go to the you don't want to go to the locker room. No.
You're all naked.
Subhanallah. It's just like, no haya. That's how Banu Israel was. Musa, being young, he didn't want anybody to see him. He never became in this practice. He never became part of this practice. He used to go far away, where nobody sees him. And now they started accusing him of something. Oh, there is some defect in his body. That's why he doesn't want people to see him. Some defect in his skin. They even went to say that he has udra. It's a defect in the person's private part. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu la takunu kalladhina آذوا Musa فبرأه الله مما قالوا. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is telling us in Surah Al-Ahzab, do not be like the people of Musa who harmed him. And Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala showed them the proof that whatever they were saying was not right, was not true. فَبَرَأَهُ لِبَرَأَهُ مِمَّا قَالَ وَكَانَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَجِيهًا. How did Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala do that? Sayyidina Musa was there taking a shower. He put his garments on a rock. By the time he finished the shower, he came and the rock was running with his shower, with his clothes. He followed the rock. Hajaru thawbi, oh rock, give me my clothes. Until Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala made him pass by Banu Israel, they saw him and knew that whatever they were accusing or whatever they were saying was false. And according to the scholars who commented this hadith and this ayah, they said that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala revealed to Musa that you should keep this rock. You will need it. You will need it, mate, one day. And when they asked for water, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala told him, strike your asa on this rock. اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا. Then 12 how do you call it? How do you call عين? 12 ways of water. I don't know how to call it. Path of water. The water was coming from 12 because Banu Israel, 12 springs. That's the right word. 12 springs. And Banu Israel were 12 tribes, 12 asbat, and they drank from this. This is one of the miracles Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala showed them in the hands of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salatu wa salam. قد علموا كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. But afterward also they rebelled. So the mu'jiza is for weak people. sometimes. It's for weak people. That's why Allah Ta'ala, even though Rasulullah has so many mu'jizat, He didn't want us to count on the mu'jizat. وَجَاهِدُهُمْ بِهِ جِهَادًا كَبِيرًا. He wanted Rasulullah to use the arguments in the Quran to address our minds and our senses. For example, when you say Sayyidina Musa did this mu'jiza, Rasulullah in Medina, the people of Medina, they came to him. Yawm al-Jum'ah, he was giving khutbah. Somebody stood up and said, no, everything is dying, even our own cattle. Make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring water. The Prophet ﷺ didn't even make dua. He just raised his hands, water started coming. And there was no cloud in the sky. And he said to them, who's going to praise me? Man yamdahuni. Who's going to praise me today? Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib said to him, I think you want somebody to remind you the abiyat of Abu Talib. Because when he was young, Abu Talib brought him with Quraysh when they were looking for water. By the Prophet ﷺ leaning his back in the Kaaba and look at the heavens, then the sky started bringing water. And Abu Talib said, وَأَبْيَضَ يُسْتَسْقَى الْغَمَامُ بِوَجْهِهِ ثِمَانُ الْيَتَامَى عِصْمَةٌ لِلْأَرَامِلِ يَلُوذُ بِهِ الْهُلَّاكُ مِنْ آلِ هَاشِمٍ وَعِنْدَهُ ذِي نَعْمَةٍ وَفَوَاضِلٍ. Sayyidina Ali said to Rasulullah, maybe you want somebody to remind you this abjad. He said, that's what I want to hear. The water started coming from the sky from Jumu'ah to another Friday. And the very guy stood up, or another one, according to the hadith, stood up and said, please make dua that the water stopped. And Allah and Rasulullah made dua the water stopped. And more miraculous than that, we all know that water comes from rocks. وإن من الحجارة لما يتفجر منه الأنهار وإن منها لما يشقق فيخرج منه الماء وإن منها لما يهبط من خشية الله. But in Ghazwat Tabuk, 30,000 plus people were thirsty that they were killing their camels to drink from the blood of the camel because of thirst. Sayyidina Umar said, no, let's go to Rasulullah. Allah will answer his dua. When they went to the Prophet made dua, and he took his hands and he put the hand in the little ina. What do you call ina? Ball. And they saw the water coming from the fingers of the Prophet ﷺ. Water coming from the fingers of Rasulullah ﷺ. They all made ghusl, they all made wudu, they all drank, and they all watered their animals. This is the miracles of the Prophet ﷺ. That's why you don't compare him to any other prophet. But we don't count on miracles. We use our minds because the message Allah Ta'ala says speaks to the people's mind. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَذِكْرَى لِمَنْ كَانَ لَهُ قَلْبٌ أَوْ أَلْقَى السَّمْعَ وَهُوَ شَهِيدٌ. Because Banu Israel have seen so many miracles, yet they didn't believe. One of the miracles they saw is the fact that the Prophet ﷺ corrected all the mistakes, all the falsehood they added to their book, yet many of them did not believe. أسأل الله تبارك وتعالى لنا ولكم كمال التوفيق وكمال الهداية. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم أيدنا بحقك وبحق خاتم أنبيائك وحق خاتم أوليائك التأييد. اللهم نسألك أن تؤيدنا في أداء حقوق هذا الشهر المبارك من صيام وقيام وركوع وسجود ودعاء وذكر وخلوة معك يا رب العالمين. وتقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم.